And I forgot to change my title up here. How are you? Welcome to this live stream. We're going to talk about how do you dominate info marketing. I just got that up there on our thing now. Beautiful. Great. How do you dominate digital product marketing, info product marketing? So, good morning to you. How are you? Facebook group, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTubers. What's up? What's happening? All right. We're headed into, God, I can't believe this year's passed pretty fast. November and December, we're headed into it. Let me go over here and see who's on our live. All right. Looking here to see if I can see our people on our live stream on our Facebook group. So we're going into November and December. And give me a shout out if you're watching here live. All right. And so what do you do November and December in your info product market? It's a good time to launch your products. It's good times to launch promotions. Now, you got a lot of Black Friday stuff coming up. And so whether or not you launch on Black Friday is, I usually don't do a big Black Friday sale, but I mean, the thing is, if you just do it to your list, I don't really like it that much. Maybe a couple things. But the people that really make a lot of money on Black Friday, they run tons of ads, which I don't even know what the ad costs are. I assume on Black Friday it costs a lot more to run ads. So you got to have probably, I'm guessing you have to have a really robust back end in order to afford to do that. I don't know. I haven't done that before. My inclination would just be to do a new product and offer it on Black Friday. I don't like selling existing products at lower prices typically. I just don't really like it because I don't think it sends a good message to the people that trusted you and bought the freaking product to start with, right? All right. So we've got November and we've got December. So basically we've got 8 weeks. Right? Now, December's a good time to sell like a January launch, a January coaching. December's a good time to sell that. Interestingly enough, a lot of people are online, so December sales typically do pretty good. So a lot of people are going online. November, of course, you have Thanksgiving you can do a special promo for. I'm just coming out of one special promo, getting ready to roll into another. But I'm debating what the next promo is, right? You should already have it stacked up. Should already be good to go, right? In terms of dominating, I covered most of that in Marketing Heaven. It really boils down to your lead generation because you're going to have the best products in the world. And theoretically, you're going to get word of mouth, but chances are you won't. You really got to have ways to generate the leads and get the message out there. That's why I did Marketing Heaven, right? You got to have proactive ways, and it's a challenge to get the time. There's no doubt about it, right? But that's the heart, the engine, the soul of your business. So you got to spend time on that. So in terms of a 3-step plan for between now and the end of the year, number 1, decide on what promotion or promotions you'll run in November and December, right? Planning things in threes is a good idea. So that means you could take November and December and plan it stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, right? That's one way to look at it, or just stage 1, November, stage 2, December. Another way is look at it in 2-week increments. So you got first 2 weeks of November, first 2 of December, last 2, right? Selling planners for the new year works real good in late November. December is a good one. Obviously, coaching. If you're doing anything e-com, then things that people can sell in Christmas that are e-com related are good. Your Facebook ads typically go wonky starting pretty soon because of all the people buying media just for Christmas and all of that. So they're the last quarter, they kind of become notoriously expensive. But there's people that make it work. There are people that make it work, right? So I think number one, decide on what your promotions are going to be. Number two, it's a good time of the year to sell. So go in maximum force. Don't like take off the last two months. It's like 2 of your best months to sell. These are really great months to sell. So you got to go inside, find the energy to rally and so forth. Step 3, I think you've got a couple holidays, so be creative, take advantage of the holidays. It's probably what I'll do, right? I mean, it does give you an opportunity. Gives you an opportunity to do something a little crazy, a little outrageous, a little bit zany, in order to get attention. Like right now, I'm imagining some kind of Thanksgiving promotion involving a turkey, a talking turkey. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the turkey's gonna say, right? I don't know. It's just what comes to my mind, right? In December, we always did a little reindeer thing, but like, I think you got to step things up. You got to step things up in terms of what you're doing for that promotion. So maybe we'll try to take that to a different. These are just my thoughts about, okay, so what kind of promotions do you have here closing out the year in? Mira Cawthon always does this an intensive end of the year intensive or end of the year planning. Those typically do well, whether you sell them or they're free for your list. Probably you sell like an end of the year intensive, wrap up the year you've been on, make the plans for the new year. That kind of thing, I think, does really well. I've known people that take like the last of December, and instead of selling, they take care of tech stuff and things to wrap up technology and all of that going into the new year. If you had a really great year, you could do that. Probably, though, you want to be selling going into Christmas. Like a lot of people don't sell going into Christmas, and I think that's a mistake. Right? These are just these are a little bit random thoughts, but these are just like what's going through my head. I think there's so much noise. They say, what am I going to do to get attention this year? This going into November, going in December. What am I going to do to get attention? Because you've got, what is that? The 12 days of Christmas. That's like a meme, a thing in people's minds. So I think that's it. Is that it? The 12 days of Christmas? That gives you some possibilities there, right? The 12 days of Christmas. And you're like, is that a program? Is that a product? Is 12-day membership thing? What is that? Right? Is that a 12-day challenge? The 12-day Christmas challenge would be a good idea. I like that idea, right? And then if you have affiliates, you say, okay, what am I going to do now to get attention from affiliates going into this new year, right? Because there's going to be a lot of crap going on, right? So if you do market through affiliates, what are you going to do? How are you going to get their attention? Are you going to have something special that can get them on board to promote, right? The most important thing is you in your head, your own intention. That's always the case. Just that you've got to set in your mind what you want to do in these next 2 months, right? Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. you got to set your intention for what you're going to do these last 2 months. That's always the biggest thing, right? Your confidence, getting your confidence up, your intention up, your creativity up, your innovation up, being a little bit outrageous. Uh, hey, Chris, how are you doing? So being a little bit outrageous, you know. Going into the new year, I'm debating if I'm going to do these live streams for free. I may turn this into paid. I'll tell you something funny. Go way back. Amazing Formula sells products like crazy. It was originally a free product. It was originally free, right? And I could only give away like 300 of them on the Anthony Blake forum, which was way back, was one of the popular forums, right? I missed that forum. It was a great forum. And so then I just decided to sell it. Sold a heck of a lot more of it than I could ever give away for free, right? So I've incentivized affiliates to promote our live streams here. We really don't have, I mean, we haven't seen any increase in attendance on the live streams, which is disappointing, but sometimes it's just feedback. You don't take it for good or bad. It's just, all right, that didn't really work. Somebody said, Tony's forums are great, made a lot of lifelong friends on that forum and cut a lot of. I know, I missed that forum. He ran into tech issues. Someone attacked it. One of the other forum owners probably trying to get market share, which not necessarily the forum owner, but somebody who was an advocate of the Warrior Forum at the time or something, probably attacked Tony's forum. I'm just guessing. It could have been random, but I don't think so. O's Media, Phil Wiley also got attacked. In any event, those things happen in business, and you got to try to survive it. And I lost my train of thought there, but what I was saying was about your personal intention is always the most important. Your innovation, being a little bit outrageous, what you're going to do with affiliates. You know, I was talking about maybe next year I'll turn this into paid. You know, I haven't decided yet. I haven't. My opt-ins are up overall because this streams to LinkedIn, to YouTube and Twitter. I can increase that. So I haven't decided for sure, but my gut reaction is always if something doesn't do good for free, I just sell it. When people pay money, they pay attention, right? People don't pay money a lot of times. It's hard to get them to pay attention, right? That's just my gut thoughts about it. And I would say that to you, if you have things that you're giving away for free and maybe you're not getting the traction you want, I say sell them. Go ahead and sell it. Like you might as well, if you're not getting word of mouth with something free, which you're probably not. It's really hard to get free word of mouth today. You're probably not getting traction with free word of mouth. So you might as well sell it, right? Just a thought. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'm just brainstorming here. But I mean, our opt-ins are up. We are getting some exposure, but I've got to look at that. I'm going to look at that and go, okay, how many opt-ins are we getting here? It's pretty decent. I know it's been pretty decent, but then I'll decide, okay, do I want to do I want that versus selling it, or do I want to do something else there's other things I can do to boost the attendance. Or one of the things is if you interact with the people who have joined the group and so forth and message them and all that, you will build attendance, right? I just don't take the time to do it. Honestly, I just don't. So, all right, guys, that's just what I've got today is I think set your attention for these last 2 months. What are you going to do? How are you going to make money? Again, you look at the popular themes, 12 days of Christmas, Black Friday, Thanksgiving. These are your opportunities. Do you want to take advantage of them? How are you going to take advantage of them? Right. and set out your plan, right? You got to set out your plan, set your intention, and get clear. That requires some thinking time and getting your own personal energy up, getting psyched up, getting ready for that, and so forth. So, all right, guys, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Spend a little time thinking about what you're going to do these last 2 months of the year, and I'll see you.